Hey, hello, how we doing? Hope everyone's good. Good to see you. Hope you're all well. The sunshine is out. It's looking a nice day. Hopefully you've had a good weekend. All feeling ready to go again. And we will start off with a nice, easy, just walking on the spot, just getting the blood flowing, and we will go from there. Today's session, it's nice, a good session. We're going to go through 3 different rounds. And we're going to do 4 exercises, and we're going to go through 4 times. So we'll do some good stretches, some really nice stretches. Let's just increase that mobility a little bit around our shoulders. Fantastic. You keep your feet moving a little bit, just get the blood flowing. Wonderful. There we go. Just moving your arms up and down. Just increasing that flexion and standing still. And what we'll do, we'll just do a slight twist around the side, just gradually increasing that mobility. Work that trunk. Nice. We've got some nice stretches for you today, some nice sort of yoga-y things. There, and just from there, we're just bending down and come back up, push those hips through, just bending down. Okay, so you're not trying to touch the ground at the moment. All we're doing is just leaning forward, coming up. So we're just stretching out our glutes and our hamstring a little bit. Good. That's it. And this time, just taking your hands down. Don't have to get to all the way to the ground at the moment. You can just be touching the ground if you can. Otherwise, just letting yourself fold over at the front a little bit. There we go. Let's shake those legs out a little bit. Just take these arms around. We're not going too dynamic at the moment. Just nice and slowly rotating those arms. Lovely. And doing them together now. Again, nice and easy, rolling them round. And we'll take one forwards and then take the next one forwards. Again, slowly does it, just getting yourself all sorted. Lovely. And then both arms together, almost like butterfly. Good. That's great. Just shake out your shoulders. We're lifting our knee up and then just take it out to the side. Lift it up, touch the ground, out to the side. So we're just going up and then out, up and out. So like I say, today's session, we're going to do rounds of 16 exercises. But we'll basically do 4 exercises 4 times. And working through 3 separate rounds, so 3 different groups of exercises. Okay, shake yourself out, nice and ready. So the first one we're going to do, we'll start off with a wide stance. I'll show you the exercises first. So your feet are going to be nice and wide. I'll just step back so you can see me on the camera. So nice and wide. And with your hands, you can be pointing right up. And I really want you to try and stretch the side, so the trunks of the body. And then after that, we're going to drop down into a squat position with our hands out. So we're dropping down, backside is going out, arms are going out straight, and we're looking forwards. And we're going to hold that position. And then once we've done that, we then will straighten our legs and drop down with our hands going to the floor. And then to finish off, we're actually going to do some hip rotations in a wide position and then rotate back. Okay, so a bit of flexion around the hips. We will do each exercise for about 20 seconds and we will run through it 4 times. Okay, so get ready. 3, 2, 1. So nice and wide feet with the hands pointing right up. Feel that stretch. Today's all about stretching. Excellent. Keep pointing right up And then drop down into a squat and take your arms out. Holding that position. If that's really hard, you can come back up and drop yourself back in again, but try and hold it. Straighten your legs and drop into a bend where you're trying to get your hands to the ground if you can. You should feel the stretch down the back of the legs. Holding that position. And up you come, keeping your feet where they are, and rotate round twice in one direction. Stop in there, and then rotate round twice the other way. That's good. And back to that big stretch. Right up. Try and get your hands as high as you can. Really stretch yourself out. And drop yourself down into the squat and arms out to the side. Nice and slow breathing. Control that breathing. We are not rushing anything today. Nice and easy. Legs come up and drop yourself down to the front. You might be able to get a little bit further now. Nice deep breaths. Up you come and rotate round. 2 rotations round and then rotate the opposite direction. And up we go, pointing upwards. If you want to look up, if you feel you can do, you can lean back a little bit and look up if it's comfortable. And dropping down into that squat. Up you come, and then drop down to the floor. If you can extend that stretch a bit, well done. And up slowly into hip rotation. And then we go back into that stretch again. Final time. Dropping down into that squat. Legs come up, drop into the ground, fingers should be on the ground now if you can, that's great. Up you come slowly and into that rotation. And there you go. Shake that out. That's first round done. Excellent. If you've got a drink with you, grab a drink and have a little breather for a second or two before we go into the next moves. I'll explain what they are. Okay, so our next move, we're going into the warrior pose. So one of our feet, our back foot, is facing out at a right angle, and we lunge forward and we hold that position. The next position, we drop our forward hand down to our ankle, and this leg comes in and straightens up, and we take our arm upwards into a triangle pose. So we've got the 3 points, and then we're going to do the reverse. So we switch our legs around, drop into that pose, and then go into triangle. Okay, so really nice stretch out for our legs. 3, 2, 1, away you go. So a right angle, lunge forward, and hold that position. Nice and steady breathing. So from there, we straighten that leg, drop this hand down, and the other hand goes straight up. If you can look up at the hand, that would be great. Otherwise, you can just look straight forward. So we're trying to get this hand as low down the leg as we can, but under control. So change around. So this foot faces out now. That one faces forward, and we lunge. So again, bring this leg in, drop that hand down, and the other hand goes up into the air. You should feel the stretch down the back of the leg. Change over again, toe forward. What I'll do, I'll come in line with the camera more so you can see it from that angle. So we're lunging into that position. Again, straighten that leg, drop that hand down, and the other hand goes into the air. Try and twist and look up to that hand. So both our legs are straight now. So change over, forward facing, and other foot at a right angle. Should be looking at our hand out this way. Bring that leg back in, drop down, and up into the triangle. And I'll go back onto the mat. So foot facing, forwards, and at right angle again. Hold that position. Triangle pose. Back into the warrior. Triangle. And once more into the warrior pose. Final set. Triangle. Back out to the warrior. And we go into that triangle again. That's good. Up you come. Well done. Just shake that out. Grab yourselves a quick drink. Great work. Well done. So, our next 4 exercises. We're going to be on the ground for this. So if you've got a mat, that's great. If you're on carpet, it'll be fine. We're not moving around too much. So, we will be doing a glute stretch. So we're going up onto our shoulders and pushing our glutes up. That's the first position. We then roll over onto our stomachs. Hands are just a bit further than shoulder width apart, just pushing up. So we're keeping our feet pointing away from us and our body is flat on the ground. Our chest is off the floor, looking upwards. We then come back into camel pose, where we're sitting on our heels, hands on our toes. You could be in that position, or you could extend it further to that position if you want to. And then the final one is Cobblers Pose, where we will sit with our feet together, elbows onto our knees, and pushing in that position. Okay? We'll go all through those 4 times through. Get yourself ready. So 3, 2, 1, away we go. Into the glutes position. So just arching up and holding that there. If you find that really hard, obviously you can drop back down and then go back up again. Roll yourself over. Pushing up, downward dog. Just hold that position. Again, if you want to, you can extend it by looking up a little bit further. And onto your knees. Sitting back onto your heels, hands behind you. You can extend that further by doing a stretch back. And drop round into Cobblers Pose. So your feet are together. Elbows onto your knees, pushing down. Nice upright body, so don't slump. Keep nice and straight. Onto the glutes again. Nice deep breaths. Control everything. Roll over. Just pushing yourself up. Feel that stretch. Onto your knees. Sit back onto those heels. And if you'd like to extend it, you can do. You can have your hands on the ground or actually on your heels. Cobblers Pose. Back to the glutes. Round to the dog. Again, you might flex a little bit further now. See if you can. But just do it comfortably and safely. Onto your knees into camel pose. And into Cobblers Pose. Back to the glutes. Final round. Over you go. Hands shoulder width apart. Push yourself up. Onto your knees, into the camel. And into cobblers. Now you come. Well done. Third round over. Excellent work. Well done. Really, really good. Have another drink if you need one. Even though this is low impact, you still will get dehydrated from all the movement that you're doing. So make sure you retain your hydration. Okay. What we will do now, we're going to go through all 12 of those exercises. So we will have, it'll be just about 3.5 minutes. We're going to go straight through all of them. So we'll just rapidly go through all the same using the same period of time. So get yourselves ready. We will start off with those wide feet exercises where we're stretching up. If you remember, then we squat, hands on the floor, and then the hip rotations. Then we go into the warriors and the triangle, and then back to the exercises we've just done. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Away we go. So nice wide feet. Up we go. Pointing right up. Look up if you can. Stretch yourself out. Drop yourself down and into that squat. Holding that squat position. Knees up and then straighten those legs and drop down. Up you come, and then hip rotations. Couple of rotations one way, then back the other. Into the warrior pose. So you can remember how to do that. One foot's facing at a right angle, the back foot is, other is straight. Straighten that leg, drop the hand down into triangle pose. Other side into the warrior. Straighten that leg, drop down into triangle. And onto the mat, go to glutes. Onto those shoulders. Rotate over into the dog. Camel pose, so we're dropping onto our knees. And Cobblers Pose. Holding that position. It's great. And there you go. Shake it out. Stay exactly where you are. We're just going to do a little bit of a stretch. So keeping one of your legs bent and one straight. We're just going to reach down for that toe and just hold that position there. Change leg. So bend the other leg, straighten the other one, drop yourself down for the other toe. Obviously, if you can't reach your toe, you go for your shin, your ankle, whatever you can get. And over you go. So onto your knees, drop back onto your heels, have your hands out in front of you. Stretch yourself out there. So you've dropped onto your heels. Arms are right out. And just onto your back. Bring your knees in. And give yourself a rock. Nice and steady. Just rocking backwards and forwards. Nice and easy. And then just hold that position. Squeeze your legs right in. And release them. Let them out. Just roll to the side. Come to your feet. And up you come. And you are done for the day. Just shake yourselves out. Make sure you've got a drink. And we will see you tomorrow for Boxing Fitness, which, as I always say, is not about combat. It's more of a fitness class. It's not too high tempo, so it's for everybody. Circuits on Wednesday. Then we've got low impact, similar to what we do today on a Thursday, and then spinning on a Friday. So enjoy the rest of your day. Chill out. There's a bit of sunshine, which is nice. and we will see you tomorrow. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye.